Good morning, everyone. I am your host, Olivia Cohen, coming in live from the Dörfner Judaica Museum here at the Hebrew Home. Oh, not at the Dörfner Judaica. I have to take that out of my script. I'm here from Studio B, new location. Today is Thursday. Thank you, Allison, for... No, abort. Today is Thursday, March 18th, and the time is 10:31 a.m. We are halfway through the month of March, and though the days are getting longer, these crisp, clear nights are still a perfect time for stargazing. So I thought we could take some time to, I'm actually going to stand up and weather girl kind of do this story. Oh, but I still need this thing. We are going to look at some of the things we have going on with the moon. So, which is the best way to stand? Here. Great. So, this is what can you expect to see if you look up at the darkness over the next coming weeks. So, there's a lot going on, actually. So, we're going to take a look at 3 celestial highlights that will bring us through till April. So, we're going to start off first. I'm just going to bring this up so you can see what it will look like. This is, there we go, Ursa Major, springs up. So this is through the rest of March. Ursa Major was identified more than 30,000 years ago, or it's also called the Great Bear, and it has appeared low in the sky through winter. But now that it's springtime-ish, the iconic asterism of 7 bright stars has sprung back up from its low position to appear high in the northeast sky. And it's all this to say that the Big Dipper is back. So our next one, this one may be hard. Allison and I were just talking about stars. It's a little bit harder to see stars in our area here. But you know, maybe one will peek through somehow. The next one is the moon and Mars are going to have a meetup, and this is going to take place March 19th. It's Mars is Earth's only natural satellite, and the red planet will appear very closely together on Friday evening. So you can look up then and see a waxing crescent moon that's going to appear in conjunction with Mars, and with both just above the Taurus star of the Aldebaran. Very interesting. The night of March 19th is a special one coming up soon for one more reason. So as the clock hands swipe past midnight at 4:37 Central Daylight Time on March 20th, it'll become the vernal equinox in the northern hemisphere. And then each night from then on, as the lengthening days move closer to the summer solstice, you'll find the sun setting just that bit farther north. So we're looking at more sun, people. So that's exciting. And then our next one is called the super worm moon, glitters full and bright. So this is taking place March 28th, also called the crow moon, the sugar moon, the windstrong moon, and the sap moon. So this will be the super worm moon. It's going to rise on March 28th when it's low on the horizon. It'll appear a brilliant, rich orange. We can see this right here. This is fun. And very large. As the supermoon climbs farther and farther in the sky, it'll lose its orange hue and outside appearance. And all that to say, make sure to look up around dusk. So enjoy the view, everybody. We have some exciting things coming up for the rest of March. So I'll put it back on our screen here. We have a great show planned for you today. A little later, we have coordinating. Okay, a little later, we have a story about a woman who discovers her father was a World War II hero. So stay tuned for that. And then let's first get into the weather. We're talking about the sky. Let's talk about the weather. So let's take a look at the weather in our neck of the woods. If you guys have been watching me on Thursdays, you will know that I've gotten really into talking about the winds and everything. So today will be periods of rain, high 46 degrees Fahrenheit, winds northeast at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Chance of rain is 100%, and rainfall may reach 1 inch. It's also a gale warning. I've talked about gale warnings before. Gale warning is in effect from midnight tonight, well, that was tonight, to 2 p.m. today. Oh, 2 p.m. Friday, sorry. And it'll be north winds 20 to 25 knots with gusts up to 35 knots and seas 2 to 4 feet expected. We're looking at this for Long Island Sound, west of Port Jefferson and New Haven, and the New York Harbor. So if you remember me talking about gale winds before, which has become an interest of mine now, weather, they're strong winds which cause hazardous seas, which could capsize or damage vessels and reduce visibility. So that's why it's important for those in the water right now to know when there's a gale warning. Let's move to this day in history. I'm going to go really far back, March 18th, 1852. In March 18th, 1852, Wells and Fargo start shipping and banking company. So this happened in New York City. Henry Wells and William G. Fargo joined with several other investors to launch their namesake business today, which is one of the world's largest banks. Then in 1902, for any of our opera singers out there, Italian operatic tenor Enrico Caruso, one of the first musicians to document his voice on the gramophone, made his first phonograph recording. So very interesting. And then in 1964, we are still in March, and it is still Women's History Month. So speed skater Bonnie Blair, one of the most successful American women athletes in Olympic competition, was born in Cornwall, New York. Fast forward to 1965. This one was interesting. We're talking about the sky and space. A Soviet cosmonaut known as Lieutenant Colonel Alexei Leonov exited the spacecraft, which was the Voskhod 2, for a short spin. He completed a somersault and then proceeded to take pictures of space. And this took place just days before the U.S. planned to launch its two-man spaceship, and he became the first man to walk in space. So it was very interesting. Our national days today are weird national days that we always have. It's National Awkward Moments Day. And when I was reading about this one, it said everybody has awkward moments and that it's something that we can all be a part of because everyone has them, awkward, embarrassing moments. You know, the ones that sometimes at like 3 o'clock in the morning just pop back into your head and you're like, why did that happen? And today's the day to just notice that we all have that. Everyone's in the same boat. So not to feel bad about it because we're all there together having those awkward moments. So hopefully next time if you wake up just remembering something, you can fall back asleep and just be like, happens to everyone. It's also a National Sloppy Joe Day, and I question this one because I feel like I've said this before on a different day. So maybe there's 2 National Sloppy Joe Days. I don't know if I'm a Sloppy Joe person. I'm a pulled pork, pulled meat kind of sandwich person. Allison too, yeah. I don't know about Sloppy Joes, but you know, if it is your thing, please, today is the day. Let's move into birthdays. Resident birthdays, we have Shirley G, Yefem B, and Shirley J. Happy birthday. Our staff birthdays for today, just one, we have Natalie from Nursing Administration. Happy birthday. And our famous birthday for today is Queen Latifah. So she was born Dana Elaine Owens on March 18th, 1970 in Newark, New Jersey. And Queen Latifah is best known as an actress, rapper, singer-songwriter, record producer, TV personality, and author. She does it all. Her music, TV, and movie acting has bought her a large number of awards, including Golden Globe and a Grammy Award, plus so many nominations, including Emmy and Academy Award. She began her career as a rapper in the group Ladies Fresh and the Flavor Unit before embarking on a solo career, gaining considerable success, including headlining at the Hollywood Bowl in Los Angeles in a live jazz concert. Queen Latifah is one of the few rappers who has not only continued with a successful music career, but has also enjoyed major success and critical acclaim in both the movie industry and on television. She's great. Her roles have included starring role in the TV sitcom Living Single. I loved that show. And her own show, The Queen Latifah Show. I don't know if I remember that show. And she was Mama Morton in the Oscar-winning musical Chicago, when they put that on the big screen. And a number of starring and supporting roles. She was in Scary Movie 3, Last Holiday. I just saw that on TV the other day. That was really good. Mad Money, Back in Business, Taxi, and Hairspray. She was amazing in Hairspray. So she's done so much. So happy birthday to all. Let's see what food service is cooking up for us. For lunch today, the entree will be beef lo mein, and for dessert, grapes. Dinner will be Italian vegetable soup. The entree will be vegetable cheese, lasagna, garlic bread, and for dessert, vanilla ice cream. So good stuff, everybody. Enjoy your meals for today. We're going to move into our positive news story. I gave a little sneak peek earlier, but this comes by way of also the Good News Network. A lot of good news on the Good News Network, so thanks, Good News Network. You can find the most amazing things, from valuable artifacts to kitschy treasures, when you're dumpster diving. But sometimes trash trawling yields an heirloom that's truly priceless. Like the personal history of a hero. U.S. Navy veteran Donald Heffler flew in 28 missions over enemy territory during World War II and was decorated for his bravery. Along with the Navy Flying Cross and a Bronze Star, Heffler even received a stirring letter from Harry Truman in which the president expressed his gratitude for helping bring about the total defeat of the enemy and offering the heartfelt thanks of a grateful nation. But Heffler was never one to seek glory. After leaving the military, he went on to become a police officer in upstate New York, eventually retiring to Florida. He passed away in 1993, taking the memories of his impressive military achievements with him. Almost. While Heffler's children were aware of their dad's stint in the Navy, they never knew the true nature of his service. They were, however, about to make an incredible discovery concerning his forgotten legacy, all thanks to a serendipitous dumpster find in Hickory, North Carolina, when a treasure trove of Heffler's personal items, including medals, photos, identification, and military records, turned up in the Hickory dumpster. The man who found them immediately recognized their worth. Heffler's effects were likely discarded by whoever sorted through his late second wife's Hickory's estate and deemed them not worth keeping. The finder turned over the catch to Navy vet and American Legion Post 544 Commander Chief Truitt for safekeeping until Heffler's relatives could be found. Truitt was able to locate Heffler's grown children in Rochester, New York, and his daughter Linda DeLore living in North Wilkesboro, North Carolina. This could have been just left in the trash, but maybe this family can now have some closure and learn things about what their father did, Truitt told Fox News. He was a hero, and at the end of this past February, DeLory drove from Wilkesboro to Hickory to meet up with Truitt. DeLory found herself in awe as she turned the pages of the neatly organized binder Truitt had put together, containing her father's precious mementos. Along with the never-before-seen snaps of her dad for the first time, DeLory also saw a photo of her grandfather. It was like history unfolding before her eyes. Now that the family treasure has been restored, DeLory plans to share the bounty with her relatives as soon as she's able. They said this guy was a hero in World War II, Truitt told Fox. He was just one of the millions who served, and that's his story that can be told forever now. So a surprising story of finding treasures and connecting families back together with history. As always, feel free to give us a call. Any good news you've heard and would like to share on this show, you can do so by dialing 2813. Just a heads up, guys, I'm thinking of doing some more armchair travels, so please give us a call if there's anywhere you would like to go. We'll put something together. You can, like I said before, dial 2813. If you're watching on YouTube, feel free to leave us a comment, hit that like button, or hit subscribe so you never miss an episode. Remember to tune in to Channel 8 later today. We have Wellness with Deborah at 1:30, On a Musical Note with Peter at 2:30. And on our stream channel 88, we have 4 o'clock, DeRope Presents Music Appreciation. And at 6:30, you can catch this episode of Good Morning Hebrew Home again. So thanks, everybody, for joining us. We will see you Monday, same time, same place, same channel. Cohen out.